What we do here is go back.
I'm Fallen Warrior, and this is The Breakdown. What's up guys, Fallen Warrior here with my brand new series called The Breakdown. In this first episode, I will show you a clip where I almost clutched a 1 vs 5 situation in Rainbow Six Siege. After playing the clip once, I will then go over the situation on a play-by-play basis. I will touch on the things I did and the things that I could have done differently. My goal with this series is to help everyone to improve their decision-making skills and improve your game, even under stress. So if you like this video, please drop a like, and if you have any suggestions for this series, please let me know in the comments below. Alright, enough introductions. Let's play the clip.
Protect the biohazard container. One friendly remaining. Stop the hostiles from securing the container.
Got this.
One op 4 remaining. They ceased attempting
Just
to
hopped
secure
in,
the container.
west side. Good try, dude.
Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Mission failed.
Now onto the breakdown. I first want to let you all know that with a game like Rainbow Six Siege, it is important to listen to the game's audio cues. I always wear headphones when I'm gaming, and they definitely improve my performance. If I was not wearing my headphones during this situation, I would not have survived this long. So I would recommend that you wear headphones when playing this game. The first decision I made in this situation was to move from the position on the floor. It is important to control the angles of attack in order to have a better chance of survival and to gain the upper hand. With no real cover or shields nearby, and too many angles of exposure, I needed to move somewhere completely different for better protection. So I did.
One friendly
So I
remaining.
got up and surveyed the room. I first saw Montaigne in the corner with his shield expanded and knew that he was not a threat at the moment. I knew that as soon as I heard that shield close, it was time to fight him. I also knew that he was in the room with the biohazard container, so I needed to stay within the room in order to continue contesting the objective. If I left the room for too long, I would lose the round. Knowing this, I checked my surroundings to see if I saw anyone from my current position. I then heard footsteps to my left and heard someone sprinting down the hall to ambush me on the left side. I decided to counter ambush whoever it was. I would not recommend counter ambushing shielded enemies like Blackbeard, Fuse, or Blitz, so if you hear a shield, don't do what I just did. Since I did not hear a shield in that direction, I shot at Montaigne to keep him pinned, and then sprinted over to the doorway on the left. I made sure to stop sprinting before clearing the corner so that I would be ready to fire as soon as I saw who it was. I was able to kill Ash using this strategy. Next, I turned back to Montaigne and Sledge, who jumped through the window. Sledge was shooting at me, and Montaigne was about to take aim with his pistol, so I returned fire at Sledge, the primary threat, and moved towards the bar for cover. When Montaigne lowered his shield, I directed my fire into his head for a headshot. I then switched to my pistol rather than reloading. Since I was being rushed by their team, I needed to be ready for the next guy. After all the chaos, I saw that I got 2 kills and 1 injure in the kill feed. That meant that Sledge was incapacitated but not out yet. Hibana blew a hole in the wall, and I assumed either her or Twitch were coming through the hole. I decided to throw my nitro and blow it up in order to try and kill anyone close by. That didn't work, so I went over, crouching, to where Sledge was injured, using the bar as cover. I finished Sledge off, and then heard more footsteps by the door where I killed Ash before. I stood up as soon as I heard the footsteps and shot at Hibana while carefully strafing around to avoid getting hit myself. I managed to injure her and finished her off with my pistol. There was a pause in the chaos, and I decided that now was a good time to reload my MP5 and get ready for the final fight with Twitch. Shortly after doing so, I heard my teammates say that Twitch came in from the west.
Just hopped in.
I peeked
west
around
side.
the bar and shot at what I thought was Twitch, but it turned out to be a plant. However, I didn't see it at the time, but she was to the right of where I was aiming, behind the bezel of my hollow sight. By shooting first, I gave up my location and was injured by Twitch before I could change position and return fire.
Op 4 is securing the biohazard container. Mission failed.
There were 2 things I could have done differently in the end. First, I should have waited until I actually saw Twitch before I fired so I didn't give up my location. Secondly, I could have chosen a different sight for my MP5, one with a smaller bezel so that I could have seen Twitch's location sooner. Maybe with a smaller sight bezel, I would have seen and shot Twitch first. So that is the breakdown for this Rainbow Six Siege situation. Here are 4 things that you can take away from today's episode. First, get a good pair of headphones and wear them so that you don't miss the audio cues of the game you are playing. Second, only counter-ambush non-shielded enemies. Basically any operator except Fuse, Montaigne, Blitz, Blackbeard, and the occasional recruit. Third, in Rainbow Six Siege, do not fire until you see a target or know of a target's current position. Fourth, use the proper sight for the situation. The holo sight is great, but it can obstruct your view and occasionally screw you over as a result. Well, that is all for this episode of The Breakdown. I hope you all learned something today and hope to see you all back here for episode 2. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more great content. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.